Hey, what if I told you there was a brand new loot cave in D2 right now? No, really, kinda like the old one way back in D1. Enemies repeatedly spawning in, you and your buddies shooting them over and over, hoping for loot to drop, just like old times. It is true, but before I tell you where it is, I want to make sure we're clear about one thing. This is not an insane, crazy way to power level in Beyond Light. Can you use this method to get prime engrams? Sure. Are prime engrams going to drop incredibly frequently though? Probably not. According to an old Reddit thread I dug up, which I'm assuming is still how loot drops work in D2, prime engrams are kind of drop-gated, one could say. You need to kill a certain number of enemies before a prime engram will drop. That's Bungie's way of making sure prime engram drops are fair and relatively consistent. Looking at the numbers in the old Reddit post, you need to kill about 1,800 dudes before getting a prime. Good news though, killing yellow bar enemies do count for about 20 normal kills, which is why back when Mars was around, people would frequently get loot drops when grinding Escalation Protocol. With the loot cave, I'ma show you there will be repeated majors and bosses popping into the cave. Just remember that primes ain't really RNG as far as we know. It's about getting a bunch of kills and hitting a threshold. So if you load into the Cosmodrome and do an about face, head on over to the divide area, then head left into the first building you see. Right over there in the back of the room, that is where enemies will spawn. Take note, if there are enemies on the roof of the building, they likely came from that back room loot cave, meaning if you want more enemies to spawn in, you gotta kill the dudes loitering around up on the roof first. Once all the enemies in the area are dead though, it becomes quite noticeable that they will repeatedly spawn from that back room. Put on a weapon with easy crowd control, Marty's Retribution, Grenade Launcher, Risk Runner, Thorn, and Necrotic Grips, whatever you like to use to kill a lot of enemies in PvE with, and free the beast on any enemy that spawns in that back room. Every few waves, you get some majors, one big yellow bar boss, and it's never ending. Is this the absolute best way to power grind? I'm gonna say no, as I've mentioned on my Twitch channel. Follow me there. Grinding Comp and Gambit, I think, are currently the best methods to get powerful drops. Every glory rank up in Comp grants a powerful, and I believe every major rank up in Valor and Infamy do the same, technically making Comp the most efficient method if you have a good team. But maybe you hate Comp though, and maybe you hate Gambit. Maybe you're waiting for your friends to log on and join you for, I don't know, PvP or something, and you just want something to do to kill time while you wait. This new loot cave isn't a bad method then. Remember, yeah, you can get prime engrams, but you gotta kill a lot of dudes to get one to drop. At least that is what we currently believe. If that information changes or is updated, I will be sure to let you know. Overall, you might be better off biting the bullet and grinding Gambit or Comp if you haven't already. I just thought you should know that before hearing from your best friend's cousin's former roommate's uncle who works at Nintendo that this new loot cave is the end-all be-all in power farming. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.